D-Bag talking about guns.
Go.
Take one.
Okay. How's my hands? How my hands look?
Chubby?
Hi everybody. Today we're at the range with what is, in my opinion, the finest 308 battle rifle in the world. This is my old beater version of the gun. It's a Century Arms imported Imbel receiver FN FAL. This is the full-size battle rifle version of the gun with a fixed stock, and this is what I think is really the perfect setup for this rifle. There's a lot of other variants, folding stock models, shorter, all the way down to the 8-inch models that DSA's making these days. But I think the gun in its classic form is really the best. Now, in saying that, you're looking at mine going, that's not a very classic form gun. And it's not. This is one of my general shooting guns. It's not a collector's piece by any means. I've gone through and made a few changes to make the gun a little bit more suitable to my needs. I've put on the DSA scope mount that's rock solid, put on a good 4-rail forend, and added a blue force gear stock. But besides that, it's really just a classic FN FAL. FN FAL's been around now for almost 70 years, and the design hasn't changed and hasn't needed to change. It's a lot like the 1911. It was perfect when it was built. You don't really need to change it in any ways. You can update it with some better optics, and besides that, the gun does what it needs to do. It's simple, rugged, reliable. It's the smoothest shooting of all the 308s out there. I know a lot of people are partial to the M1A, a lot of people are partial to the HK91 G3s, but if you've ever shot the HK compared to the FN FAL, it has no recoil. It's just the smoothest shooting gun out there. Today we're going to do a little shooting with it. I'm going to walk you over some of the features on my rifle and some of the things that I think make the FN FAL the best 308 battle rifle. So, let's do some shooting and we'll talk about some features on the rifle. The manual of arms on the FN FAL, to me, is really one of the most ergonomic rifles there is, especially when you consider when this gun was designed. Competing designs at the same time, you're looking at the M1A. The Garand was a little long in the tooth at that point. The AK was in development at that time. And say what you will about the AK or the Garand or the M1A, they all have their strong points, but real modern ergonomics is not one of them. So it's very intuitive. It does use a rock-in magazine design, but right when you rock that magazine in, your bolt release is right here. Now you notice the charging handle went forward, but it's a non-reciprocating charging handle. Your safety, at least for a right-handed shooter, very intuitive, right here. So, loading and unloading the gun, magazine changes, you can actually operate this gun like a modern fighting rifle. Bolt locks back. Notice charging handle still forward, but leave it in place. Magazine rocks out. To me, one of the defining characteristics of the FN FAL is the short stroke gas piston system, and especially the fact it's an adjustable gas system. It allows you, by turning this knob right here, to allow more or less excess gas to be expelled through the ports. This allows you to run the gun with a wide variety of ammunition, and also allows you to run the gun in extremely adverse and very dirty conditions. You can turn the gas system completely off. You can have it halfway. You can really tune it in. And generally, the best and most accepted way of tuning in a FN FAL's gas system is you want to adjust this until the gun will not cycle, and then throttle it back till it will just cycle. I like to go a little bit more just to really kick that brass out and make sure the gun's going to function. A lot of guns today run a similar system, and when you think about the fact that guns that are considered revolutionary today, the SCAR, the ACR to an extent, and the HK416, they're running the same gas system of a gun designed in the late 40s. It's really, again, another very revolutionary feature of the gun. The other thing that allowed the FN FAL to become the quote-unquote right arm of the free world and be so prevalently adopted by almost 90 countries is really how easy the gun is to maintain. The average soldier, much like the AK-47, can keep this gun running very easily. Basic field disassembly and maintenance is extremely simple. There's a lever on the fixed stock models. There's a lever here at the back. Pull that back and the gun hinges open, much like most of you are familiar with ARs and such. And the bolt simply comes out. Allows for easy cleaning of the barrel and chamber. The bolt is easily disassemblable. And you can see right here what I was talking about on the short stroke gas piston where the operating rod hits the bolt face. The gas system as well is very easily serviceable. To remove the plunger, all you're going to do is push this in, rotate, and once you hit the 270 degree mark, everything's going to come right out. You can clean, lubricate, and it goes right back together. Just as easy. It's a very rugged and a very simple design, and very easy to maintain. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out our video on the FN FAL. I hope you learned something about a rifle you may not have known anything about. If you're thinking about getting one, make sure you do your homework. Make sure you're buying a good variant. And there's a lot of good ones and a lot of bad ones out there. But make sure you do your research and get one. I promise you'll enjoy it. Tune in next time where we're going to be reviewing some other guns, doing some shooting and talking about topics. And remember, get out and shoot.